So we proceed to problem number 16. So this is for a quadrilateral. Find the area of a quadrilateral having sides 10 centimeters, 5 cm, 14.14, and 15 cm. If the sum of the opposite angles is equal to 225 degrees. So let's say this is angle alpha and angle beta is equal to 225 degrees. Okay, so ito yung case na given yung sum ng opposite angle. How do we compute for the area? The area is equal to the square root. Yan, medyo may kahabaan nito. This is S minus A, S minus B, divided by S minus C, multiplied by S minus D, ay minus A, B, C, D, then multiplied by the cosine of yung epsilon, yung sum of two opposite angles, then quantity squared. So ito yung kanyang formula. So take note na applicable lang ito kapag yung epsilon is not equal to 180 degrees. Though applicable naman yan. Kaya lang ang mangyayari kasi yung cosine of 180 over 2, cosine 90 is 0. Mawawala lang yung part na to. Okay? So how do we compute for the semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter pa rin na to. So ang gagawin lang natin, sum of the sides, A plus B plus C by plus D divided by 2. Okay, ano yung side A? This is 10 plus 5 plus 14.14 plus 15. This is divided by 2. Kunin natin yung value ng semi-perimeter. So this is 10 plus 5 plus 14.14 plus 15 divided by 2. So meron tayong semi-perimeter na 22.07 cm. Then, kung memorize natin, usually gagawin lang natin is substitute. So we have the area is equal to the square root. Okay, so substitution. 22.07 minus 10. 22.07 minus 5. 22.07 minus 14.14. Then 22.07 minus 15. Then minus minus A, B, C, D. So, ano yung A natin? This is 10. Ano yung B natin is 5. C is 14.14. D is 15. Then, this is multiplied by the cosine of the epsilon or the sum of the two opposite angles, 2 to 5 divided by 2. This is quantity squared. So, i-compute natin yung. Let us compute for the area. So this is the square root of 22.07 minus 10, 22.07 minus 5, 22.07 minus 14.14, 22.07 minus 15. Then minus 10 times 5 times 14.14 times 15. Then cosine of 2 to 5 over 2. Quantity squared. Okay, so yung lumabas dito sa calculator is 999.992. Okay, square centimeters. So, if you have to check the choices, 99.992 square centimeters. So this is approximately 100 square centimeters. So, ang sagot natin dito is letter B. Lumabas na rin ito sa board exam nung unang tanong. Okay, so the same problem, let's just try another solution just in case makalimutan niyo yung formula. For example, nakalimutan natin yung formula na to. How will you compute for the area of this quadrilateral? So, di ba, ako na natin maisip kapag quadrilateral at di mo alam yung formula, hatiin mo siya sa triangles. Ayan. So, let's say, yung length ng diagonal na to is x. So, dalawa yung angle na unknown, yung sum of the opposite angle is 2 to 5. Gawin lang natin isa. So, we have beta is equal to 225 degrees minus alpha. So, para in terms of alpha, yung value lang, beta. Magkukosine daw ako dito. Gamitin ko muna yung right side ng triangle natin. So, gamitin din natin sa side A at sa side D. So, by cosine daw, x squared is equal to, this is 10 squared plus 15 squared, okay, minus 2 times 10 times 15, then cosine of alpha. So yun yung cosine law using yung triangle dito sa left side. Kung mag-cosine law ako dito sa right side naman, sides B at C, angle beta. That is also equal to x squared equal to 5 squared plus yung 14.14 squared minus 2 times 5 divided by 14.14, the cosine of beta. Yan, cosine na lang using these two triangles equal to x. So kung equal naman sila pareho, pwede nating i-equate. So yung x squared equal to, equal siya dun sa una, that is 10 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 10, okay, times 15, this is cosine of alpha. Equal to, ano pa yung isang equivalent ng x squared? Sa kabila naman, yun ang pangalawa. This is 5 squared plus, okay, 14.14 squared minus 2 times 5 divided by 14.14, the cosine of, ano equivalent ng beta? Beta is equal to 225. This is 225 degrees minus yung alpha. Kung mapapansin ninyo dito, isa na lang yung unknown, yun yung angle alpha. So pwede tayong mag-shift solve. That is 10 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 10 by 15 cosine of alpha equal to 5 squared plus 14.14 squared minus 2 times 5 by 14.14, a cosine of 225 minus angle alpha. Shift solve. Okay, bibigay niya na angle. Okay, so yung binigay niya is, this is 89.989 degrees. Okay, meron na tayong alpha. Makuha na ba natin yung beta? Ano yung equivalent ng angle beta? So we have beta is equal to 225 degrees minus 89.989. So this is 989 degrees. So makuha natin yung value ng beta. We have 225 minus 89.989. So yung makuha natin dito is 135.011 degrees. Okay, paano natin kukunin yung area ng quadrilateral na to kung alam mo si alpha, alam mo si beta? Gamitin natin yung concept ng area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 AB sine of theta. Yung dalawang magkatabing sides, tapos alam mo yung angle sa pagitan. So we have the area is now equal to 1/2. Sino yung magkatabi? We have 10 tsaka 15. So this is 10 times 15 sine. Ano yung angle sa pagitan ni 10 tsaka 15? Yun yung alpha. So we have sine of 89.989 degrees. Okay, plus 1/2. Yung sa kabilang triangle, sino yung magkatabi? 5 tsaka 14.14. So this is 1/2 of 5. 14.14 sine. Ano yung angle sa pagitan? Beta, 135.011 degrees. So makuha na natin yung area ng quadrilateral. Dalawang area ng triangle lang pinagsama natin. So 1/2 of 10, 15. The sine of 89.989. And then plus 1/2 of 5 by 14.14. Ay the sine of 135.011. So ang lalabas dito is 99.991 square. This is square centimeters. So approximately equal to 100 cm square. 100 square centimeters. So just in case lang makalimutan yung mga formula, huwag nyo kalimutan triangulation. Ay, so pag-usapan natin yung mga theorems sa circle. Unahin natin yung cross-chord theorem. So, cross-chord theorem. So, alam ba natin muna ano yung chord? Pag chord is line segment, sa circle, pero hindi dadaan sa center. Okay, so this is the cross-chord theorem. So, let's say this is A, B, and then C, at saka D. So, let's say this is, yung point of intersection is point O. Kung pag-uusapan yung mga distances, magsimula lang kayo dun sa point of intersection. That is, distance OA times the distance OC is equal dun sa distance OB multiplied by distance OD. Yeah. So, if you have to compute for the distances from the point of intersection, then yun. OA times OC is equal to OB times OD. Yan, kung gusto naman natin kunin yung angle of intersection ng mga chords, ay gumawa lang tayo ng line segment mula lang sa center ng circle. So, mula sa center ng circle, okay, this is the same as, yung angle na to is the same as, let's say, theta AB. Tapos, mula dun sa point C, papunta sa center ng circle, point D papunta sa center ng circle, yung angle naman na ito is theta CD. Paano natin kukunin yung angle of intersection ng dalawang chord? Yung angle of intersection ng dalawang chord is the same as yung theta AB plus yung theta CD divided by 2. So, ito yung mga common, let's say, common values siguro na hinahanap when it comes to cross-chord theorem. So, after the cross-chord theorem, susunod. Okay, so, after the cross-chord theorem, we have the tangent-tangent theorem. So, for example, meron tayong point dito sa labas ng circle, let's say, point O. Kung gagawa tayo ng line that will intersect the circle at exactly one point, let's say this is at A, this is called a tangent line. So, alright, that is point A. Kung gagawa naman tayo ng isa pang tangent line sa kabila, let's say this is point B. So, tangent, it will intersect the circle at exactly one point. Basically, parang outside lang, hindi siya papasok. So, if we are to draw the radius, ito yung radius na to, radius yan. Okay, let's say yung angle na to is theta M. Tapos yung angle na mas malaki sa likod, this is theta N. Paano natin kukunin yung angle na to? Yung theta. So by the way, paano natin kukunin yung mga distances? Kapag tangent-tangent, medyo redundant, paulit-ulit. So yung distance OA times distance OA, ulitin ko, OA, yun lang siya, equal to distance OB multiplied by distance OB. So, OB. So, yun. So, ganun si tangent. Okay? How about yung theta na to? Yung angle between tangent OA at saka tangent OB. So, paano natin kumain yung angle theta? This theta is equal to, kung mapapansin ninyo, may angle tayo dito sa likod. Yun yung theta n na niligay ko. This is theta n minus yung theta, supposedly theta a bilid, pero niligay ko theta m. This is divided by 2. So that will be the value of this theta. The angle of intersection of the two tangents. So that is the tangent-tangent theorem. Okay, so yung next theorem natin, so we have the second theorem. So ano ba yung second line ng isang circle? Yung second line ng isang circle is it will intersect the circle twice and mag-extend siya sa labas. So second, okay, meron tayong dalawang second. So let's say yung mga points of intersection is A, B, C, at saka D. So mula sa center ng circle, gagawa tayo ng radius. Okay, this is R. Okay, ano yung angle na to? Lagay natin siya as theta A, B. Tapos ganoon din, gagawa tayo ng mga lines on line segment which are the radii. Then yung angle naman na to is, let's say, theta CD. Tapos ito yung angle or yung vertex nung dalawang second natin. So how do we compute for the distances? Kapag second, magsimula kayo sa labas. So that is the same as distance OA times distance OD is equal to, so OA times OD is equal to distance OB divided by distance OC. Ayun lang naman ang second theorem. Magsimula kayo sa labas. OA times OD is equal to OB times OC. Paano natin kukunin yung angle na to? Yung angle between the two seconds. That is theta. We have yung theta sa likod. This is theta CD minus yung theta dito. That is theta AB all over 2. So that's the angle between the two seconds. So that's the second theorem. O yung next theorem is yung combination, the second tangent theorem. Yeah. So second tangent theorem. So again, for example, meron kang point sa labas ng circle. Gagawa ka ng line segment and it will intersect the circle at exactly one point. That is a tangent. So let's say this is point O, this is A. Tapos kung gagawa ka naman ng second, so second, it will intersect the circle twice. Mag-extend sa labas. So this is, let's say, point B. Tapos ito naman si point C. Mula sa center, gawa tayo ng mga angles. So let's say this is angle or let's say theta AB. Ito naman si theta CA or theta AC. Ito naman yung angle between the tangent and the second. Okay, how do we compute for the dimensions? Okay, take note, unahin natin yung tangent. Ang tangent is redundant. So OA times OA is equal to, so pag second naman, extended, mag-extend siya, magsimula sa labas. OB, that is distance OB, then ito, distance OC. So ito yung theorem when it comes to the tangent second, yung combination ng dalawa. How do we compute for this angle theta? So this is, yung theta is equal to yung CA, yung angle sa likod, from this point. That is theta CA minus theta AB divided by 2. So that will be the angle of intersection between the tangent and the second. Pag-usapan natin yung cyclic quadrilateral. Pag sinabing cyclic quadrilateral, ito yung mga quadrilaterals na pwedeng ilagay sa loob ng circle. Tapos, yung mga corners ng quadrilateral na to, will be on the circles. Will be on the circle, dito sa circumference. So let's say this is side A, side B, side C, at saka side D. So, kailan natin masasabi na cyclic quadrilateral ang isang quadrilateral is, for example, this is angle alpha, this is angle beta. If alpha plus beta is equal to 180 degrees. Okay? Kung yung sum ng opposite angles is equal to 180 degrees. Tapos, okay, dito natin ilalagay yung isa pang theorem. Okay? Kung gagawa tayo, for example, ng mga diagonals, let's say this is diagonal number 1, ito naman yung diagonal number 2, ito yung Ptolemy's theorem. And ito, the theorem of Ptolemy, that is yung product of the opposite sides, or the sum of the product of the opposite sides. So ano ba yung mga opposite sides? A times C, side A times side C, plus side B, okay, times, yung opposite niya is, si side D ay equal daw sa product ng mga diagonals. So this is the Ptolemy's theorem for a cyclic quadrilateral. So A times C plus B times D is equal to D1 times D2. That is the theorem's theorem for cyclic quadrilateral. So paano na natin kukunin yung area? Yung area ng isang side ni quadrilateral is equal to the square root of, we have S minus A, S minus B times S minus C divided by S minus D. Mawawala yung ABCD, cosine of epsilon over 2 squared. Kasi nga, yung mangyayari dito is parang cosine of 180 over 2, that is cosine 90, and cosine 90 is 0. So ito lang yung gagamitin natin. So let's have an example. Let's have this example, number 17. So a quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in a circle. Point E, which is outside the circle, is 120 centimeters from point A and 80 centimeters away from point B. So point B is along segment AE. So from A to E, nandito lang si B, somewhere in between. So okay, the next point D is 150 centimeters away from point E. Point C is along the segment DE. So nandito lang din si point C sa segment DE. So if the angle between AE and DE is equal to 25 degrees, determine the area of the quadrilateral. So kunin natin yung area sa loob ng circle. Kung mapapansin ninyo, so bakit natin pinag-usapan yung mga theorems of circle kanina? Kasi possible na applicable yun sa pagkuha ng dimension ng quadrilateral na nasa loob ng circle. So this is second. Applicable dito yung second. Kasi meron tayong second na AE at saka second DE. So pwede natin makuha yung mga dimensions ng quadrilateral. So let's say, wala pa. Okay, meron na ba tayong A? Okay, meron na yan. 120 minus 80. Ano yung dimension ni A? This is 40. Tama ba? 120 minus 80 is 40. So let's say this is side B. Makuha na ba natin yung side B? Pwede yun by cosine law. That is, okay, by cosine law lang yung gagamitin natin dyan. That is, this squared is equal to yung mga sides. 120 squared plus 150 squared minus twice of 120 times 150, then cosine, ano yung given na angle? This is 25 degrees. So makuha natin yung dimension ng D, side D, ng quadrilateral. Ay 120 squared plus 150 squared minus twice of 120 by 150 ay cosine of 25 degrees. Then square root. Okay, so yung nakuha ko dito is 65. So this is 65.368 centimeters. Okay, 65.368 centimeters. Ay, meron na akong dimension ni D. Okay, pero wala pa tayong dimension ni B at saka dimension ni side. Okay, side C. So, paano natin kukunin sa side B? So, supposedly, alam saan natin yung distance na to? From C to E. Kaya lang, wala. Gamitan natin ang second theorem. So, para hindi tayo malito, ang sabi ko sa inyo, a while ago, magsimula tayo sa labas. So, distance E, okay, distance E to B, okay, multiplied by distance E to A, ay equal sa distance point E to point C. This is distance E to point C multiplied by distance E to, this is distance E to distance D. So that is the second theorem. So ano yung distance E to B natin? This is 80. Ano yung distance from point E to point A? That is 120. Is equal to distance E to C. Okay, wala yan. Yun yung hinahanap natin. Distance from point E to point D given na 150. So makuha natin yung distance E to C dito. So that is the same as 80 times 120 Okay, divided by 150. So yung lumabas dito is equal to 64 centimeters. So yung distance na to is 64 cm. Kung 64 cm yan, makuha naman natin yung side C. So yung side C is basically 150 minus 64. So 150 minus 64, that is, okay, so side C is equal to 86 cm. Makuha naman natin si side B. Yes, cosine law. This is side B squared is equal to, we have 80 squared plus, okay, 64 squared minus twice of 80 by 64, then cosine of 25 degrees. So makuha natin si dimension B ng cyclic quadrilateral. So that is 80 squared plus 64 squared minus twice of 80 by 64, then cosine of 25 degrees, square root. So meron tayong value ng 34.863 centimeters. Ayan, so meron na tayong dimension ni A, dimension ni B, dimension ni C, tsaka dimension ni D. Makuha na natin yung area. So gamitin natin yung semi-perimeter. S is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. This is divided by 2. Semi-perimeter natin, ano si side A? 40. Ano yung side B? We have 34.863. Okay, plus side C, 86. Side D, nakuha natin 65.368. Semi-perimeter divided by 2. So, ano yung magiging semi-perimeter? So, this is 40 plus 34.863 plus 86 plus 65.368. Okay, this is divided by 2. So, meron tayong 113.116. Bilhin ko lang. 40 plus 34.863 plus 86 plus 65.368. Okay, divided by 2. Okay na ba? So, kung meron ka ng semi-perimeter, paano natin kukunin yung area? Yung formula for the area of a cyclic quadrilateral is, ito yun, S minus A times S minus B multiplied by S minus C divided by S minus D, or the square root ng product ng mga values na yun. So, kung natin yung area, the area is the square root of S. 113.116 minus A, ano yung A natin? That is 40. 113.116 minus B. Ano yung B kanina? 34.863. Then, okay, we have S, 113.116 minus C, 86. Then, 113.116 minus D, that is 65.368. Okay, so this will be the area of the cyclic quadrilateral. Complete natin. So we have 113.116 I minus 40, 113.116 I minus 34.863, then 113.116 minus 86, 113.116 I minus 65.368. And then square root. So yung nakuha dito is 2,721.74 square centimeters. Okay, check natin sa choices. 2,721. Ay pinakamalapit si letter B, 2,722. So, ang sagutan niya is letter B, 2722. So, this is, This is approximately 2,722 square cm. Okay, kanina, so, di ba, nagawa naman natin ng paraan kung paano makompute si side C, 86, si side D na 65.368, kaya si side B na 34.863. Kung mapapansin ninyo, ano natin kukunin yung area ng quadrilateral lang? Okay? Ano nyo kukunin yung area nito? So, di ba, parang malaking triangle minus yung maliit na triangle lang, yung gagawin natin. So, yung area ng quadrilateral, the area of the quadrilateral is equal to, ano yung area ng malaking triangle? Gamitin natin yung 1/2 AB sin theta. That is, 1/2, ano yung magkatabing sides? 120 times 150 sin, ano yung angle in between? 25 degrees. Kung tatanggalin natin yung triangle na to, ang may iwan is yung quadrilateral sa loob. So minus 1/2, ano yung magkatabi? That is yung 80 ay times, ito, this is 64 sin, parehong angle, 25 degrees. So this is equal to, check natin kung pareho lang yung lalabas na sagot. That is 1/2 of 120 by 150 sin of 25 by minus 1/2 of 80 by 64 times sin of 25. So nawawa naman, medyo iba ng konti. 2,721.662 square centimeters. Pero yung value na to is approximately 2,722 square centimeters. So yun. Yun pa rin yung sagot. Malapit sa nasa choices. So ito yung solution number 2 natin. Just in case meron ka ng 64, 86, side B at saka side D. Next example natin. So cyclic quadrilateral pa rin ito. So quadrilateral ABCD is inscribed in a circle. AB is 90. Sabihin natin na yun yung side A. This is 90 cm. Tapos DA. So from D to A, that is side D equal to 50 centimeters. Tapos CD. So side CD, that is side C, this is 70 centimeters. Tapos, kindly observe yung mga letters B, D. So, from point B to point D, kung mapapansin ninyo, this is a diagonal. So, sabihin natin, diagonal number 1, 101.76. Tapos, pareho lang din, A to C, that is also a diagonal. 97.21, sabihin na lang natin, diagonal number 2. So, compute the area of the quadrilateral. Kung mapapansin ninyo, wala tayong side B. Okay? So, meron tayong side A, meron na tayong side C, side D, pero walang side B. So, hindi siya given. Paano natin kukunin yung side B? Pwede natin i-apply yung theorems theorem. Ano yung theorems theorem? The sum of the product of the opposite sides. So, A times C plus, okay, that is B times D, this is B times D, should be equal to the product of the diagonals. So, yun yung theorems theorem for a cyclic quadrilateral. Ano si side A? This is 90, side B, side C, wala? So, we have side A is 90, side C is 70, plus side B, unknown, side D, binigay na 50, equal to diagonal number 1 is 101.76. Diagonal number 2 is 97.29. So, makuha natin dito yung side B. Okay, let us compute for side B. That is 101.76 times 97.29 ay minus 90 times 70. Okay, divided by 50. So, ang lumabas dito is 72.0046. Sabihin na lang natin, 72 centimeters. So, yun si side B. Kung meron na tayong side B, makuha na natin yung semi-perimeter. S is equal to A plus B plus C plus D divided by 2. So, this is equal to side A natin is 90. Side B computed as 72 plus side C. Ano yung side C? 70 plus side D is 50. This is divided by 2. So, kunin natin yung value ng semi-perimeter. So, we have 90 plus 72 plus 70 plus 50 divided by 2. So, yung ating semi-perimeter, so 141 cm. Okay, paano ulit kukuha ng area ng cyclic quadrilateral? This is the square root of S minus A divided by S minus B times S minus C divided by S minus D. So, we have the area is now equal to the square root. So, substitution tayo. This is 141 minus 90, 141 minus 72, 141 minus 70, tapos 141 minus 50. Okay, kunin natin yung area of the cyclic quadrilateral. So, this is the square root of 141 minus 90, 141 minus 72, ano ba? Ay, 141 minus 70 plus 141 minus 50. So, this is equal to 4,768.255 square centimeters. Check natin sa choices. 4,768.255. Okay, pinakamalapit, letter D. Around din na lang yung given. 4,768 square centimeters. So that will be our answer.